Well, a good Monday to you. The stage is set for the NFL's conference championships after 4 divisional games played out over the weekend. Kansas City's Travis Kelce had his best game of the season, and the Chiefs' 23-14 win over Houston. Kelce caught 7 balls for 117 yards and a touchdown, while KC's defense sacked C.J. Stroud 8 times to advance. Jaden Daniels combined for 350 yards through the air and on the ground to lead Washington to an upset of Detroit, 45-31. The Lions had 5 turnovers in the game as their season came to an end. Saquon Barkley rushed for 205 yards and a couple of scores to help Philadelphia hold off the Rams 28-22. Baltimore's Mark Andrews dropped what would have been the game's tying 2-point conversion as the Ravens fell to Buffalo 27-25. Lamar Jackson connected with Isaiah Likely on a 24-yard touchdown pass with 1:44 left. The Ravens quickly went for 2 for the tie, but Andrews bobbled Jackson's pass at the goal line as he landed on his back. The NFC title will be in Philadelphia Sunday at noon on Fox, with the Eagles hosting the Commanders. AFC title will be Sunday at 3:30 in Kansas City as the Chiefs host Buffalo on CBS. The college football season culminates in Atlanta tonight in the national championship game. Ohio State faces Notre Dame to complete the first 12-team tournament. The game at Mercedes-Benz Stadium kicks off at 4:30. Well, it's underway on ESPN. Seattle Kraken scored a big home win on Saturday in NHL play. Jaden Schwartz had a hat trick as the Kraken topped the LA Kings 4-2. Schwartz started the scoring for Seattle in the first minute of the game. John Forsland had the call on Kong TV.
Lays it across for Vince Dunn. It's tipped high by Adrian Kempe. Larson whips it wide, and Kempe will hunt it down. Alex Turcotte broken up. Kako, Schwartz, he scores! 28 seconds in. Jaden Schwartz, right on the mark. Who plays the role of Doughty on this power play? Fiala, Spence in control. Point-to-point passing downstairs. Centering pass. They score! It's Adrian Kempe getting that centering pass from the captain, Anze Kopitar. Warren Fogle hit hard. Josh Mahura says welcome to Seattle. Now Beniers right in. The pass. They score! That's hockey, baby! Jaden Schwartz. After a huge hit by Josh Mahura, the magic happens. Spence, no tip. It went off Montour out in front. A $1:20 left in the period. Deneau swatted at by Montour. Spence hammers it. They score! With traffic in front, we'll see. DeCord was taken down. Trevor Moore parked out in front. Jordan Spence with the shot. Jamie Oleksiak. Seattle through center in the person of Chandler Stevenson. Nice pass. Burakovsky, now Bjorkstrand. Tipped home! Chandler Stevenson! Tick, tack, goal! Whistled was done, a breakaway. Short-handed. Warren Fogle walks in. Deeks, stopped by DeCord! What a save by Joey DeCord! Tanev goes to the corner, eluding the pinch from Edmondson. A trap by Deneau, blocked by Evans. A shot! DeCord a dandy! Now Fiala mishandling the puck. Kako's got it! Capo Kako! Schwartz for the Hattie! Yes, sir! Hey, hey! What do you say? Jaden Schwartz puts it away! The Kraken Nation will count it out. That's Kraken hockey, baby!
Schwartz and Coach Dan Bilesma spoke about the big win afterwards.
It's important. They're a team that checks pretty hard. They don't give up a whole lot. So they did a good job of being aggressive and that everyone was pushing the pace, and our D were up in the play and kind of made it hard on them. So it was a good start for us.
How the game started and kind of catching a bad break with the penalty call and them scoring a power play goal on it. I thought the hit by Josh was, you don't want to say it's a turning point in a game, I think, but it was I think a huge statement hit, and getting the goal right after it was a sign to everybody we were in the match.
Seattle's back Oh, let me restart that. Seattle was back on home ice with Buffalo in town earlier today for a Martin Luther King Day contest that was on Kong TV. Gonzaga stumbled once again in men's college basketball over the weekend. For the Zags lost 2 straight in conference play for the first time since the 2013-14 season, and a 103-99 loss to Santa Clara in the Kennel. Idaho edged Eastern Washington. Washington State pounded Portland. On the women's side, Haley Van Lith scored a team-high 24 points to lift 10th-rated TCU over 23rd-ranked Utah. Friday in women's college basketball, 81-73. On Saturday, Idaho topped Eastern Washington. The Husky women beat Purdue in Seattle. Washington State had no trouble with Santa Clara. Gonzaga beat Loyola Marymount 69-58. The Wenatchee Wild had a 1-2 weekend in Western Hockey League play. Wenatchee fell to visiting Lethbridge on Friday at the Town Toyota Center 4-2. Things went a little better on the road Saturday as the Wild picked up a 4-2 road win over the Americans.
As the Wild chip the puck to center. Here's Miles Cooper cutting across the line. He'll drop it off. Friesen scores. Evan Friesen from the slot fires it past the glove hand of Lucas Mateka, and Wenatchee takes a 1-0 lead. Here's Nick Anisimowicz. He's wrapped up, reaching, sends it in front. Max Curran tries to hook it in front of the goal, scores! Knocked home by Jake Sloan for his 13th goal of the season. 4 minutes to go in the first period, and Tri-City has tied the game at 1. Pressure along the left circle now. Lucas Sherbina heading down to the goal line. Shattering pass out in front of the goal, and they score. Ty Spencer gets his first as a Wenatchee Wild, and all that pressure ends up on the back of the goal as Wenatchee takes a 2-1 lead. Looks both ways, now rips it around near side. It'll bounce toward the blue line. Goldsmith looking to hold it in, he does. Down toward the goal line, bouncing puck out in front of the crease, in the blue paint. Now a centering feed comes through the blue paint, picked up by Garland behind the goal. He'll center, stopped by G, scores! Brandon Wynot with his 21st goal of the season, and Tri-City answers back to tie the game at 2. The left wing wall, Wenatchee in the slot, pass down low, left circle back in front of the goal, scores! Deegan McMillan takes the centering feed, 5:50 to go in the game, and it's 3-2 Wenatchee. Carter McAdams with it now, being pressured as he backhands it around behind his net. Jackson Smith, dangerous play, turned it over, and Wenatchee will score. Turned over in front with the empty net, and Wenatchee makes it 4-2 with 57 seconds to play.
Wenatchee found itself down 2-0 headed into the third period Sunday back at home against Tri-City. The Americans scored another in the third before Wenatchee mounted a comeback attempt. Austin Drade had the call on the Wenatchee Wild Hockey Network.
Wenatchee has not been able to answer here. Smith muscles went on, tapped, scored. A second chance in front, and I think that one might have come out of midair. Savin Verk. Wild head on the Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning power play. Right off the draw, they score! 5 seconds into the power play, and Reed Andreessen has got Wenatchee on the board. It's 3-1. Sites with the power play assists on it. At the left point, Wild setting up again. Sherbina wristed through, they score! Here they come again! Sean Rios against his old mates, it's 3-2! This is a must for Wenatchee. A Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning power play here and a chance to tie it with 4 minutes to go. 3-2 game. Down to the goal line. Almost took a hop off the stick. Rios, one-time tapper from the right wing circle, but it's not cleared out. Sights left point, Andreessen. Back over for Sights, looking for an angle. Wrist shot, pinballs around. Wild trying to find it. It pinballs the wrong way, and Wynot clears it down. And he's off to the bench. Near corner, Friesen. Empty net for the Wild with 55 seconds to go. Near corner for Friesen. Out top for Sights. They need one to tie it. Wrist shot, Sherbina got it blocked. Near corner. Held into the wall. It is Rios. Working a pass for Friesen. Back to Rios. Clears it out for Sights, right point. Cycled left point for Andreessen. Up top, Sherbina. Looking for an angle. Sights, wrist shot, glove save at the side of the net by Mateka. On the end boards for Rios. Twirls it for Sherbina. Finding Cooper. Going back door. Sent it wide. Andreessen for Seitz, down to 13 seconds. Along the goal line, chase back, up top, Seitz one-timer, got blocked, down to 5. Looking forward to Sherbina. It's cleared out, and the Wild are gonna run out of time. Tri-City, the definition of an escape from the Wolves' den here today in a hard-fought 3-2 Americans victory.
Wenatchee's back in the Town Toyota Center again this weekend with Everett in town on Friday. That starts at 7 o'clock. Let's head back to Friday in Prep boys basketball. On the scoreboard, it was Sunnyside edging Eastmont 46-42. Davis topped Moses Lake 62-57. West Valley whipped up on Wenatchee 70-32. Other games saw Sela top Quincy. Grandview got by Ephrata. Cashmere edged Connell. Lake Roosevelt down Okanagan. Liberty Bell beat Omak. Manson topped Bridgeport. It was Oroville over Entiat. Waterville Mansfield beat Wilson Creek. Curlew topped Pateros. Winners on the girls' side Friday were Eastmont, Davis, West Valley, Sela, Grandview, Cashmere, Nooksack Valley, Omak, Okanagan, Manson, Entiat, Pateros, and Wilson Creek. Eastmont had a strong second quarter and held off Wenatchee Saturday in boys basketball 62-57. Grant Olson caught up with Logan Bapst afterwards.
And we are back at Wenatchee High School, and joining me now is our NCWLIFE player of the game, junior Lucas Bapst. And Lucas, he ended up with 15 points off the bench. Nice game.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, it was a tough game against Wenatchee, a 13-point win back in December. You guys kind of blew this one open in the second quarter. Was a fast start part of your plan tonight?
Yeah, no, that was one of the main things we talked about in the locker room. Getting off to a fast start, you know, last few games we've kind of struggled in the first half, so being able to get off and do a good start and come in with a pretty comfortable lead going into the second half. Really,
you know, I talked to Coach Knowles in the pregame about all of the close games you've had now in league play. You finally get your first league win, and now it's really the meat of the Big 9 schedule coming out.
Yep. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
And was part of your plan also tonight, I was curious about that, to push the ball up as fast as you could tonight? It looked like you pushed it a little more than the last time, too.
Yeah, no, tempo is always on our agenda, and you know, it was a pretty important factor in tonight's win.
In other boys' play Saturday, Cashmere got by Wahluke. Royal topped Chelan. Freeman edged Lake Roosevelt. Okanagan down Warden 99-44. Wilson Creek edged Easton. Waterville Mansfield topped Entiat. Soap Lake beat Oroville 63-57. On the girls' side Saturday, Eastmont blasted Wenatchee 72-8. Royal routed Chelan. Cashmere walloped Wahluke 58-8. Freeman got by Lake Roosevelt. Okanagan downed Warden by 40. Wilson Creek eased past Easton. Waterville Mansfield had no trouble with Entiat, and Soap Lake stopped Oroville 53-37. NCWLIFE will be up for some wrestling on the week. Coming up on Thursday will be Matt's side as the Wenatchee Panthers host the Sunnyside Grizzlies. Girls match at 6. The boys to follow. I'll be alongside my dad, Dave Granstrom, with the call here on the broadcast stream. Live only on Facebook Thursday. Match will air on TV Friday night at 7 o'clook. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Monday.